Dr. Marshall, can you please state your educational background for the court?
Of course. I have a Bachelor of Mathematics from Carleton University, a Master of Science Mathematics and Statistics concentration in the Mathematics from the University of Ottawa, and a Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics from the University of British Columbia.
How qualified would you say you are to give us a correct answer for the gun was shot from the night of June 21st, 2018?
I am highly qualified. As a matter of fact, the math is so simple that anyone with only grade 12 advanced functions completed could deduce the correct conclusion.
In your expert opinion, which window was the bullet shot from at 360 Trigonometric Apartments?
The window on the 7th floor, the same room that Mr. Oppo lives in.
Can you justify and explain your findings mathematically for the jury?
Firstly, I'll start by analyzing the information provided in the police report and witness statement. A direct quote from the police report is that there were residents home on the 5th, 6th, and 7th floors from the apartment unit facing the road where the victim was shot. The police report also states that there are 3.048 meters between each apartment floor. I quote from the witness statement that witness W. C. Tan was 10 meters away from the victim V. when the shot was fired. Both the victim and the witness were an equal distance from the door G. of the apartment when the crime occurred. Secondly, I'll analyze the information provided in the ballistics report. The ballistics lab determined that the entry angle of the bullet was theta equals 5 pi over 12 radians. Using this information, I can calculate which floor the bullet was shot from. The first calculation I performed was converting radians to degrees. Using the radians to degrees conversion formula, 5 pi over 12 multiplied by 180 over pi equals 75 degrees. Next, I put the information about the distance between the witness and the door and the victim and the door into context. The witness states that there are 10 meters between themselves and the victim at the time of the shooting. This means that the victim is 5 meters to the left of the door's longitude. Put into the context of the police-provided diagram, that means that the side adjacent to theta has to be at least 5 meters long. This side has to be at least 5 meters long because it is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle created by connecting G to V. The Pythagorean theorem dictates that a squared plus b squared equals c squared, which means that c squared is going to be the sum of two numbers. And since c squared is the hypotenuse, which is the angle, which is the side we are dealing with, I note that the side has to be equal to at least 5 meters. With the information I have now, I can use tangent to determine how high the bullet was fired from relative to the apartment door. I input 75 degrees into my theta symbol, and for the side adjacent to theta, I input 5 meters. Since I am solving for the side opposite to theta, I isolate h by multiplying both sides of the equation by 5. I then input the formula into a calculator and receive an answer of h equals 18.66. Now that we know that the height of the bullet was shot from relative to the door, I am going to divide 18.66 by the height of each floor, which, as we know from the police report, is 3.048. And this calculation will determine how many floors above the bullet was shot from. The calculation arrives at 6.12 floors, which means that the bullet was shot from the 7th floor residence facing street side, the same residence as Bob Oppo.
Therefore, jury, we can deduce using trigonometry and the 10-meter distance provided by the witness, the height of each floor provided by the police, and the entry angle of the bullet into the victim provided by the ballistics lab, that mathematically no one else could have shot that bullet at 7:13 p.m. on June 21st, 2018 other than Bob Oppo.